Hey, everybody, welcome to the Advanced... Oh, no, it's not the Advanced Selling Podcast.
Keep going. You guys,
it's the Sales Unscripted Podcast.
Thank you. We'll wire that in the Advanced Selling Podcast,
This is Margaret Henny.
And I actually have my own podcast now, don't I, Margaret?
It's
you
called
do. What's
the
it called?
Advanced Selling Podcast.
No,
is
that's
your
mine.
podcast.
But your podcast is
Oh,
called
my
what?
podcast is called the Sales Unscripted Podcast.
And it's obviously unscripted, and we don't edit either, do we? It should be the Sales Unscripted and the Sales Unedited podcast.
I hate you for making me go
brilliant.
with this.
God, that was brilliant.
Bless it.
We were just talking about the Advanced Selling Podcast and how the audiences are starting to cross over a little bit. Listen,
Oh my God. Talk
Margaret
about
brought us in.
crossover.
You brought us in as good as Bill and I do. I mean, let's call that what it
thanks,
is.
guys. Do you
Way
like
to
that?
Go.
Hey, I was really
like that.
confident.
That was way to go. That was really, really good.
Son of a
And you don't
gun.
smell. Margaret was concerned that she would stink because it's hotter than hell out.
It's so
it's like
hot
98
outside.
degrees outside, and then it happens. Everybody sweats.
I know.
No, I'm a deodorant like warrior.
Oh,
like,
you're putting it on all the time?
It's really bad because it stains your shirts. It ruins your shirts.
Yeah,
right? And all
yeah.
the metallic. I know it's not good for
but
you.
then you don't smell bad.
I don't ever know. You know, it's weird, but I think I do. My wife doesn't. Isn't that
She
nice?
doesn't think you smell
No,
bad
she's
either?
like, you never stink. I'm like, are you sure? I think
Hey, that's how you
always
know,
smell
man. It's
horrible.
pheromones,
It's pheromones.
baby.
I'm with
She's
you on pheromones.
loving
I am
your
on
stank.
the pheromones. It is. Let's see. We're going to talk in a minute about we're talking about the summer lull.
Yes.
It's a very common thing in sales. And then we're going to talk about the fall rebirth, the back to school kids, right?
Back to
How that all
school.
comes. Before we do that, I do have to ask you
Yes.
something. Do you ever do anything that as you're doing it, you're like, I shouldn't do this because I'm going to forget I did this? Or, so for instance, yesterday my phone was really low and I had like 8 trainings right in a row.
Yep.
My phone was dying. So
yeah.
I unplugged my computer to plug my phone in. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, I shouldn't do this because I'm going to leave my computer unplugged all night.
Yeah,
But I
future
did it
you.
anyway. I did it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, it's probably a bad idea, but I'm going to go ahead and try to carry all this shit together. And then you do it and you spill everything.
That's so true.
Why do we do that?
I
Because
don't
some
know.
people say it, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this.
This might be a bad idea, but I'm going to give it a shot. Like, what? Why?
I don't know.
Just don't. Like, I should have stopped. Why
I
didn't
was thinking
stop?
about, this is like not even a really good one, but like it's so stupid. I was like tossing the remote control to my TV and I was just done. I was ready to go to bed. I was so tired and I tossed it and I heard it hit the wall behind the couch and fall behind the couch.
Yes.
And I was like, I'll remember. I was like, okay, this is a bad idea because I'm going to
remember.
forget. And then I was like, no, you got to remember to not forget that that's where you threw it. Couldn't find the remote. I was like, where in the world could this thing be? And then when I found it back there, I was like, idiot, past
honest,
Margaret, you knew.
Did you think that Derek put it somewhere?
I usually
Did you
do.
get a little pissed
I
at him
do
a
blame
little
stuff
bit?
on him
Exactly,
sometimes,
but
and I'm like,
with no story whatsoever.
you totally
where the
had
hell
it
did he
fast.
put the remote? Right.
Where is it?
Right.
It's all in my
and you're
head.
the one that threw it across the room.
It was me. It
And
was
the battery
totally
scattered
me.
everywhere. Gosh, that's such an interesting human
What an idiot.
condition why we do those things.
my
So don't do anything that you know you're not supposed to do right when you're doing it.
If
Just
you
stop.
say it out loud, if you say this might be a
Stop.
bad
It's a
idea, just
don't
listen
do
to
it.
yourself.
It's my bad idea. Yeah.
And I'll
probably
start
gonna-
doing the same thing. I won't
I
start
might
doing
forget
the same
this,
thing.
but I'm going to go ahead and don't.
Do it
Just don't.
anyway.
Okay,
I know.
summer lull. You want to talk about the summer lull
Yes,
first?
I do.
Yeah.
The freaking summer's making my hair fluffy. It's making me stink.
You're a little edgy today.
Am I?
And you're never edgy. You're just kind of like wound up a
Well,
little bit.
probably because I brought us in wrong. I
No,
was like,
that's okay. That's
"Welcome to the
over.
Advanced
You
Selling
can't undo that
Podcast."
now. We could edit it, but we're not going to.
No, don't edit
there's
it. I am a little bit
That was
edgy.
great.
It's not the heat because I actually really love the summer.
You do?
I do. I love to be hot. I love to be outside. It makes
Yeah.
me so happy. Patio weather, love it. However, the reason this came to my mind is in our last meeting. So like our manager meeting, our dude who does who manages our SDRs. His name is
Yes,
Glenn.
I know
Shout
Glenn.
out to
I
Glenn.
know Glenn. Hey, Glenn.
So he was like, we have doubled our output on calls.
Oh, wow.
And
Good.
we have but our connections are half of what they normally are. And I'm like, I feel bad for you guys. I mean, they're working their tails off.
Right.
And I was like, what's the deal? And he was like, it's just summer. It's
Yeah.
summer. It's right now. It's
Yeah.
July. I don't know exactly when this is going to come out, but sometime in the summer.
Yep.
And I was like, gosh, is that a real thing? And then you've got a group who's being coached
Right
BZ
now.
style out here. And they said the same thing. They're like, everybody is on vacation.
They are.
And I was like, man, what do you do?
Yeah.
Do you just deal with it? When does it end? Tell me, give me
Great.
answers, Brian
Great.
Neal.
No, well, I want to validate the problem. It's a problem,
Yeah.
isn't it? And here's what's funny about this, and this is like an old man statement. The older you get, time goes fast and speeds up. That's my little phrase. Time goes fast and speeds up.
Yeah,
and what you
true.
see too, and this is a little gift I think it's a gift. Sometimes it's a curse. I'm a pattern noticer. I notice patterns in everything.
That's a great thing.
And just everything. I can kind of see flow. I just can notice patterns in all things.
Yeah.
So this is a pattern that happens every year. It's not a surprise. It's not like, well, the summer of 11 was hell. I mean, that was a rough one. It's not that. It's always the same. Always, always, always the same. So when something's always the same and you continue to struggle with it, who's the idiot?
Yeah.
We've got to look and say, so in the solve for the summer slowdown, there's two sides to it as I see it. One is, it's coming.
Yeah.
So you need to prepare for it. What happens is what Glenn is doing is great. The problem is it's 2 months late.
Yeah. Oh, duh.
You've got to do the prep for the volume in May.
Yeah.
So that when people do go on vacation, they're already rolling. What people do normally, this is Glenn, not a rub on Glenn. He's awesome. He's
Glenn's
a great
amazing.
supportive coach of what we do too with you all. And he it's great. And exactly what he did is what most people would do, and exactly what he got is what most people would get.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that because it makes me feel so bad for him because I'm like, the guy and his team is probably just like, they're pounding their heads against the wall and really not going to improve their output all that much, right?
No.
So, gosh, you're right. You just got to prepare for it and load up.
Yes,
earlier
beforehand.
on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're going to put pedal down, so here's an example. We do the same thing. Now we're very, very strict teachers of this. We start to end our sales year, us and our clients, in September.
Okay.
September 1st is when we start to wrap the year up.
I like that.
Most people are still cooking along, thinking things are good, and they start to wrap the year up December 1st.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah.
You got 2 weeks and then Christmas, you're done.
You're done.
Right?
Yeah.
So you got to be ahead of this. Now, the other side of it, so if you know it's going to happen, here's the other part. We take vacations too.
Exactly.
Do,
plan around it. Do the same thing because you're not going to have the same results in the summertime. You got to load up before that and then be like, hey, I'm going to come back refreshed, ready to go.
That's it.
Hit it.
And you also know
Q3.
You come back from, you go frolic around Spain like you guys did over there, right? And drink those fun drinks that you don't like that I like. What are those called?
Well, okay. Well, you had some kind of weird drink where you were like,
it wasn't weird. It's like
Coke
their national
with
drink.
wine.
It's their national drink.
You told me this. I don't know.
I thought you knew how to say it. Didn't you know how to? I thought you were the one that knew how to say it.
No,
are you not?
I'm not the person.
Shit.
Sorry, man. We drink a lot of vermouth. We drink a lot of
vermouth straight.
So, yeah, but it's different. Well, it was
over there.
It was like sweet red vermouth, and it was almost kind of like having. It tasted kind of like sangria in my mind.
Oh,
Spanish people are probably clutching their chests with me and like, no, it's not like sangria.
This is called a Kalimoto.
A Kalimoto.
Kalimoto.
Okay, I like it.
Kalimotxo.
It sounds sassy.
Is
I
that,
like
do you
the
say
name.
I wish I could spoke Spanish.
I don't know.
Anyway, Kalimoto. What a mistake not taking Spanish in high school. God, I should have done that.
I took it and then I didn't stick with it. I should have took it in college too. Taken it.
Should have taken.
Should have learned that
Should've taken
Spanish.
English too. That was too easy, Margaret. Too. That was too easy. We're a little frisky today, aren't we?
I know we're all over the place.
Okay, so
see now you're doing the sounds. I'm the one who normally does the sounds.
Gotta stay in my lane.
No, I like it.
So how to do this? Prepare. So next summer, too late now. But here's the deal. Here's where we can apply the idea. Apply the idea in the fourth quarter. We'll do a show about that.
Oh, good idea.
But your end of year push starts September 1st. It starts the Tuesday, technically the Tuesday after Labor Day.
Yep.
That's your year-end push. Your funnel filling appointment setting for January to start fast starts in November. Starts in November.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't start December 19th. It doesn't start January 2nd.
No.
Starts in November the year before. That's how you fix these problems.
Yeah, that's a
Get
good
way
call.
ahead of
Because
them.
not only are they checked out, you're checked out, right?
Totally,
You've
absolutely.
got, of course, your
absolutely.
own stuff going on. You've got your vacations and holidays and all that sort of thing, and you're just trying to wrap things up.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and I'm really big on this. This is a side note that's kind of not related, but sort of is.
Because everything we've talked about today has been related.
I know you're right. You're right. This is why we're unscripted. Is wait, what the hell was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, I know. I like to try to like set the example for my team. I'm big on taking time off and and unplugging for people.
Yep.
And I think it's important actually as a leader to do this, because if you encourage people to do it, but you don't model it yourself, they'll be like, oh, I can't take time off. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm, whatever. And so I know this sounds, maybe it's just like serving myself, but I'm like, I feel like I'm setting a good example by taking time off. And so encourage people to do it when it makes sense. And to be like, when you're on and in the office, I'm like, let's get as much done and as much accomplished as possible, because when you're out, then we can be totally focused on the things that matter, which are our family, our friends, our events, our, that sort of thing. Ourselves. Self-care.
Me time.
God, I am a freaking mess
You're good.
today.
No, you're on it. I love it. No, it's a great thing to do, because that was, and you actually, I hadn't talked about it yet, but you said, I'm going to validate what you said. When I said there are two sides to it, and one is like prepare, get ready. The other side is embrace the quietness. Embrace a little bit of that lull.
Yeah.
Do something for yourself. Now, definitely vacation is good. Another thing though, this is when you can hit heavy training and practice. So if your connections are down, that means you're kind of like, there's probably some downtime that you normally wouldn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
You can pile on more calls if you want. Even better though, grab two of your friends.
Yeah.
Go. We call this a coaching triad. Oh
yeah.
Practice
nice.
triad. Practice
like
triad. Me, you, observer. We just rotate around. So I'm going to be the buyer. You be the seller. Our friend's the observer. That's a practice triad.
Okay.
And then we rotate. And then practice your approach, your story. Get some objection stuff in there. Why not? You know what I mean?
Like, that's a better thing to do. And I'm sure
just,
sales managers everywhere will hate me for saying this, but like, if you just keep doing that activity, it's just activity for activity's sake, right? You're just going to be pounding your head against the wall and feeling really, really frustrated when you could probably use that time to do something way more productive.
And the more that you do without result, the higher the burnout factor for the team.
Oh my God, yes, totally.
So if I've got a team and my connects are half and I say, do more, I have to work harder and harder for less and less. It's a treadmill that's like speeding up to infinity. See what I did there?
Infinity.
I brought it back.
Oh my God. We were talking about outer space.
The
I'm sure
space telescope.
Everyone has seen. It's not Hubble. What is it called?
No, it's the, I've seen it 1,000 times. Else. It's the James something. Hang on. I'll tell you what it is. Something. Yeah, I think
it's this massive mirror. I listened to the most amazing podcast actually about everything.
James Webb. It's James Webb Telescope.
Exactly. Yeah. About everything that it took to like pack this into a small little package and then unfold in freaking outer space. Like what? Yeah. Those people are geniuses.
That's
I love it.
Phenomenal.
It's cool. Cool pictures too.
Love it.
I think we've pretty much wrapped this baby up. What do you
say? You like it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So you got something to go do there, right? Get through the summer lull prep.
Yep.
Right? And embrace the time.
Go outside and have a beer.
Right. Just chill. It's fine. Numbers will take care of themselves.
That's my sales advice.
Right. Exactly. All right.
See you next time, guys.
Cheers. Bye.